Hello. I am here in a zombie village. This is the village of the vegetarian zombies on my server. My writing class has been helping to expand this village and has been introducing zombies to it and writing stories for them. So I wanted to share some of these stories, and I wanted to share some of the work that the writing class has been doing. So let's take a look. Oh. We have a number of zombies here. Here's Leslie Abdus. Ah, you scared me. Who are you? Ah, a zombie. You know I'm armed. Don't worry, we're vegetarian. What's your name? That's a relief. The name's Knockleby. I need you to do me a favor. I need you to go down to Mark's Market for me and get 20 raw potatoes. It's sunny, and I lost my sun hat. If you're wondering why I want them raw, it's because they're cheaper, and I have an oven. By the way, my name is Leslie Abdus. You'll get 15 emeralds and 5 diamonds in return. Sure, I'll go. Does this mean we can be friends? No, I'm only doing this for the reward, we'll say. So, there's all different conversations, little quests you can go on, big quests. There is a mailbox here. There's been mail delivered periodically by different students. And we have books in some of the bookcases. Actually, I just took this guy's out. The first assignment I had given the writing class was to write as one of the zombies. A book here in Minecraft. Ding dong, my doorbell screams. Who's that? I whisper to myself. I have nothing scheduled today. I couldn't get to the door fast enough before it crashed down. I think it came down because an arrow hit it. There, a zombie said, "Skeletons!" Just after that, there was a loud twang in the distance. Soon, an arrow shot by. Now, one of the hard things in Minecraft is it's really hard to go back and correct errors, particularly in the books, because they've got no way of scrolling back except to release everything. As we can see, this is 7 pages. It's actually a really cool story. I'm not going to read it through right now because I have a lot I want to show in as little time as possible. And I will just show little bits of things. So here we want cooked potatoes. James wants cooked potatoes. I'm not sure that I'm going the right direction right now. No, I'm not. Okay, so the place I am trying to get to, I was going to show you the post office, but actually I think I'm even going to skip that right now in the interest of time. If you are a player on my server, if you've ever been in any of my classes, you're welcome to be a player on the server. You can explore this yourself. Okay. Here's where I wanted to go. So we've got a mailbox there. Somebody's delivered some emeralds. And Dave. Oh, you again. I kind of like you, Miss Knockleby. I suppose you're going to ask me some more questions. Okay. So that is because I have already talked to him. I'm going to just erase all memory of me from the server so that I can talk to characters again for the first time and show you what their conversations look like. Get out. Sheesh, I just want to talk. I'm sorry, I'm not used to players popping into my village or my house. I like my privacy, and all the players recently have been invading my space and taking pictures, like we have wings or breathe fire or something. Well, that doesn't give you an excuse for being rude. Whoa, excuse me, I'm sorry for being rude. You don't have to be so rude and forceful. What did you say? Nothing. Sorry, I was insensitive. I'm just always nervous around people, because they killed my family in the Great Human Invasion, and I don't like it when players like you come rushing in. So now we can ask a little bit about either the history or the family. And we've got this introduction to the Great Human Invasion. We talked about that in class a little bit. It's a story that a couple of different people have reference to with their zombies. Well, I spawned a little while ago, before the great human invasion, and I found a wife and we spawned a baby and we were about to spawn another, but the humans invaded and my wife and babies were killed. Then I came here and started to make a living. That's the end of my history. Wow, I'm sorry, I didn't know that. I didn't for a while, and then I thought about what they would want, and I decided I had to keep going or die and despawn. So I came to this village and made a living as a farmer. Always my favorite thing to do, farming, I mean. Now, if we keep talking to him, he'll give us a quest or math problem. And it's a fun quest. I've done his quest before. We've got some parkour and a maze. But we're not going to do it right now because I do want to show you as many different characters as possible. So here's another character. It's named Daniel. Help, I really need some help. And we have 4 options here. We can say, go help yourself, or maybe I'll help you, but only if you pay me back. Or I've got my own problems, don't bother me, or what is it? And I think it's interesting, as we're writing these conversations, that you get to write not just your own character. Like, the person writing it isn't just writing the zombie. They're also writing the options for the player. So they can imagine different personalities for the player. You see, I have the greatest Rubik's Cuber in the whole village, and I lost my Rubik's Cube. Well, where did you lose it? I lost it deep down in the mines, but you'll need to be careful because there are a lot of vile monsters down there. So we could go down into the mines to look for it. I think there's some other things we can say here. Let's say, maybe I will help you, but only if you pay me back. What do you want? Give me what you have. Here, take some sand. I don't want teeth grinders. What a bad attitude. I'm done talking to you. This NPC has a lot of very imaginative alternatives depending on what you say to him. It's worth talking to him and going through a number of different options. So now we will go down, down, down into the well. And we will run through this dark hallway until we fall. Drop down. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Okay. Here we are in an amazing underground kingdom. And we'll just leave the sand there for a moment. Rules for my map. Please do not break or add any blocks while in the map. You are allowed to kill any mobs that harm you, but please don't kill the ones that don't. Please answer truthfully. It will affect some things later. Please give me feedback. Put this book back in the chest. It will be a map. It will be for future map players. So we've got some rules there. You look around. How did I get out of here? How do I get out of here, you wonder? Then you get the idea that might just get you out. You'll bring the zombie king parts of a powerful staff. Then he might let you out. Mission, find all the fragments of the staff of Zong. Then give them to the king. Oh, I almost thought I was about to fall down a hole. It's not quite a hole, though. What do you want? Stay back, human. I've done nothing to hurt you. Please relax. I'm not here to hurt you. Really, I don't trust you. You've come to steal Jones. I knew it. Please calm down. I was afraid you would hurt me. You pitiful human. I can't hurt you. Why would I? You're the one who started the war. So here we have reference again to that great human invasion. What war? Really? You don't know about the Humanity War? Where are you from? Have you been living under a rock? Don't be so mean. I just want to learn something. You've quite the place down here. Fine. You really want to hear your own tale of destruction? Well, on second thought, maybe not. Sorry, too late. Let's see. Where do I begin? May I make myself comfy so I can listen to your story? Sure, but don't touch anything. Human scent's upset dear Jones. I'm getting very curious about who Jones is. Okay, let's just start. Tisk tisk, you humans, so impatient. Well, let me start. We were once carefree zombies. We lived underground to keep ourselves hidden from the light of day. But a certain human named Steve discovered the riches of this underground and led many mining expeditions. Most of the miners ran into the beautiful cities. Steve finally proposed that they attack us, therefore taking all the riches for themselves instead of sharing them with us. The humans agreed. They attacked. They destroyed everything, every single village that we had. Then they finally attacked the village, the capital. They attacked it and killed everyone who stood in their way. We finally left our underground homes to go for the area with the sun. Most zombies became the zombies that attack humans whenever they see them. Some became vegetarian zombies, like the one above here. The people who survived the war were left, locked in their underground homes. Their children were told stories of the war, and now I'm stuck down here forever. Sigh. I hope to show Jones how horrible it is down here. Well, that's my history. Well, that's sad. Sorry. Bah. I don't need sympathy of an evil human. I've told you my story. Now get out. Okay. Friendly, aren't you? I have one more question. How on earth do I get out of here? I'm in survival, you know. I might be able to help you if you promise to help me. I want to show my Jones the light of day. I want to live above with the vegetarian zombies. There's nothing down here to eat except ores. Admittedly, diamonds are delicious, but they're rare. Plus, I want to try real food. You eat diamonds? Are you crazy? Diamonds are so rare. They can be used for so many more things. You can make silk touch pickaxes and get a way out of here on your own. Greedy human. Diamonds are worth more to eat than to craft. Plus, all our diamonds go to King Zambi for rationing. You must go through the rest of the city, get to the palace, and ask the king. He will either kill you or grant you your freedom. But be careful. Not that I care about you, but many zombies will want to attack you on sight. I can't really blame them. You look an awful lot like Steve. Many thanks, Bree. Wish me luck. You'd better come back. I didn't help you for nothing. Good luck. So now you can continue on through here, through the city. There's 2 different passageways you need to choose. This one with the diamonds, or this one with the bedrock. I'm not going to continue on the quest. I know there's a lot of interesting characters there. And as I go along, I think of all these questions. I get curious about who Jones is, and about who the king is, and how this rationing system works. I get curious about the history of the Staff of Zom. There's so many different things that can be explained and told, so many different stories. I am, however, going to teleport elsewhere. I am teleporting out into the sun to where there is a little fellow called Joni. Wah! Are you okay? No, Sniff, what happened? Sniff, I was... Where? What? I lost my dog Rover. Wah! Don't cry. I can help you find your dog. Really? Yeah. And there's Rover. But Rover is running away. Actually, he's following me because I did this quest recently and he's still following. No, he's going to run. Good. Go on, Rover. There's a few glitches sometimes. We're using Sentinel quest to do this. Sentinel. We use Betonquest and NPCDestinations and Sentinel. Arf! I've come to take you home. So now we can lead him home. Sometimes you have to search further for him. But we can lead him home. And be thanked by Joni. It's a fairly simple sounding quest, but the different commands for doing it are quite complicated because we have to have Rover go away and then we have to have him follow to come back. And we need Joni to detect when Rover's near. So let us go on and check out a different story. So here is Glitch. You can see his interesting style of writing, or speaking. We've got the E's reversed as 3's and some 1's and 0's for L's and O's. Hello. So now he's writing on paper, and he's writing clearer. Okay, what do you need help with? I'm glitched, and I need help getting unglitched. If you can find a portable control panel, I'll be fixed. Then where do I go for one? See that factory? They produce 3 every night. I need you to steal one to fix me. Don't get caught. If you do get it, I might have a reward for you. Sounds risky, but I'll do it. In the end, it will improve my skills. But how did your control panel break anyway? It broke in water. So let's keep asking about that. Why did you jump in water? I wanted to see if I was waterproof. Apparently I'm not. That means your creator was too lazy to cover up your wires. Yep, I wish they had. So now we could go and get that control panel. We're not. We're actually going to go walk around and talk to people. Leave me alone. Okay, just go. Okay, bye. No, wait, let's see. What's up? Something wrong? His daughter is sick. It's a pretty bad flu, but not too bad. Can I help? I went to medical school. I don't know. Just go to Marut Health Center to find out more. She's being held in Sickness Room 3. Thanks for the info. I'll see if I can go and help. So we can walk around and look around for this health center. I like that phrase, Sickness Room 3. It's different than what I would say. I would think in what would I call it? A doctor's room or examination room 3? I think this might be it, the sickness rooms. But we're not going to go help right now because we have other things to explore. This is a world, it was created, this map, by a student named Hayden with a lot of help, I think, from other players. And she has done an amazing job creating her world. She's got a different currency here. And the conversion rate between different things. She's got a big clock here. And a different time system. So it's a fascinating world to explore. I'm not going to take you through very much of it, but I will take you to another NPC or two. Here is Melissa. How are you? Good. A little worried. Have you heard? An organization called the Fire Foundation, no, the Phoenix Foundation, broke into Chariot Bank and took the photonic reactor. Huh? What's that? Oh, sorry, you knew. The photonic reactor is our main source of power here. The frightening thing is we have only 3 weeks of power left. A few people have small generators, but I don't. They've only enough power for a few lightweight hover pads and about a dozen lights. Sounds bad. Where can I go for help? I don't know for sure, but I think you can go to Notch's State Building and find Gerbert. He owns the place. Ask my friend Anton Futon to see where he is. Thanks, I'll go and see what I can. So you can continue through here. It is a very fascinating place. There are other NPCs. I think this might be the Empire State Building. Can we find Gerbert? The secretary or the receptionist here wants to know. It's not really any of his business, though. So we won't. Okay, fine. I'm here to ask if I can help out with the reactor problem. Well, why didn't you just say that? You can go in. Just go through the hazardous waste material detector. We're not going to go right now, though. I need to continue on. Oh, here's Anton. I'm Futon, Anton Futon. I co-own this place. What's your name? My name's Miss Knockleby. Are you some sort of scientist? Yep, my name says it all. It's pronounced Atom Futon. I legally changed my name. It was originally Adam Futon. It's pronounced Adam Futon, but I changed that. I work at Notch's State Building Lab. Well, what do you do there? I work at the particle accelerator in the basement of the building. I study the particles and how they act when collided. What do you do? So now we have a couple of different options. I technically don't have a job. I just do good deeds. For your information, I get paid for them. That sounds like a passive-aggressive hint there. We could claim to work here too. I don't know, you probably work far away from me. Yeah, probably. Oh, where's Gerbert? Do you know? No, but Marcus may. He's at the front desk. Okay, bye. So, let's continue on. Let's go and see Annie. So Annie is here outside of the starting village in the Great Unknown, which is the name of my survival world. I can't figure out this hard puzzle. Can you help me? What is the puzzle? The puzzle is called To the Puzzles. Do you want to solve it? Yes. Thanks in advance. I can't understand a clue to where the first puzzle part is, and I really appreciate it if you could do it by yourself. I will try. You need to know the first clue. The first clue says north of something called the Zombie Village. There is a puzzle. You can embark on that quest now. Bye. Bye. So now let's go. I think we have warps set up. Warp Zombie Village. And we'll just go find where that is. Make sure we're going north. There's a great big park here with a basketball hoop, sandbox, lots of different things. I don't want to get attacked by zombies. The vegetarian ones won't hurt, but there are others. Would you like to start the Lucky 7? Yes. So it's a puzzle. Again, I'm not going to do it now. Partly I don't want to show others how to do it with this, but it's a fun quest to do. And now we travel on. So here is the Elvenking, and he lives in a castle. It's a very beautiful castle built by one of the students in my math class last year. Oh. We happen to have in our possession an Earth Emerald from last time I did this quest. So I'm just going to put it away and try the quest from the beginning. Welcome to Elvendale. Are you an adventurer come to rid us of the mine spiders and bring back the elemental emerald? Mine spiders, what are those? They're the products of a magic spell gone wrong. They haunt the caves underneath our grandest tree, and their queen has hidden the elemental emeralds, and the world has fallen into turmoil. I could teleport you there if you want to. Brave this quest for us. So here we have the quest. We've got to find... There she is. Grab the sword and jump. Maybe I'll try the axe. And my son is talking to me from the background. He's telling me to watch for when to hit so that I do the most damage. I tend to be a spam fighter. I just click as many times as possible. Okay, let's go sword. Why am I not actually getting her? There we go. And we have teleported out because we killed her. So now we need to find the king. He's probably gone into the council chamber. Okay, now will we bring back the emeralds? This is the part I wanted to show you. Because he will take us all the way. Oh, I chose the wrong answer. He will take us to the Egyptian kingdom. The Egyptian kingdom is lots of fun. You can wander around. There's some nice houses there. And there's this gorgeous pyramid. And when I asked Max, who built this, about the process of building it, he said he had help from one of the other students. And that is one of the things I love seeing during my classes, is when students can help each other out on things. Do you know where the Earth Emerald is? Yes, I have slain the spider and heard his quest. So here, the Pharaoh, I like this line here. Have you seen the Elvenking and heard his request? And we answer, yes, I've slain the Spider Queen and heard his quest. And I think it's an interesting parallel. We have that word request and then quest. When is a request a quest? Are all requests quests? So he tells us that there is this maze and that we can go and get it from this trapdoor. And I am pretty bad at mazes. In fact, I think I've gone the wrong way. At least this way I don't have to worry about spoiling the maze for you. If I go around confused as I am, you probably won't be able to memorize my path. Okay, here we are. Now, it is very, very important here that you make sure you have an empty space, because you want to be able to redeem the Earth Emeralds. And we'll wander around like a lost maniac until such time as I find the way out. And on the screen, you're going to see the treasure chest announcements. Every so often, a set of treasure chests are spawned on the server. I put that plugin on the server because I wanted my math students to practice coordinates and finding things. I did it! I got the Earth Emerald! Thank you. Can you take me back to the king now? No, we're not going to do that. We're going to say, okay, goodbye, because I want to be able to talk to him more. I want to ask him stories. And I want to ask him about an amazing hero. Once there was a great hero. He was loved by all the people of his village. But one day there was a great war with a king of a great kingdom who wanted control of the land their village was on. But in the end, the great hero won the war and became a great legend, and that is the story of the great hero. And I just want to share why I love this little story. There is almost an... I don't know what to call it. There's almost irony. My son says it's a stub. It's a hint of a story that misses all relevant detail. Do we learn anything about who this great hero was? Do we learn about the kingdom? Do we learn about the land? He's become a great legend, and yet all we know about him is that he was great and he did a great thing and he saved the people. It's almost a weird commentary. I'm not sure it was meant as a commentary. It's a great story. About what it means to be a great hero. Now, we can use this guy to transport back. Nope, maybe we can't right now. That might be something to fix. Meti needs help, so we could go. There's another quest in the village. And let's go and look at a couple more people. Let's go and check out Sal. Now, Saul is actually a character my son built. He's not officially in my writing class, but I'm going to share his project anyway because he's been doing it in parallel, and some of my students will know him because he's on the server a lot. Who are you? She who is a zombie, well, she also sings complex sea shanties while building rocket engines and is not scared of trinomial functions, but broke her leg while riding a gnome flinger. And also she is daughter of a high gnome head of several committees who built the complex porta gnome flinger, which is made from the wood of a sycamore tree, and the complex iron alloy mined from the bottom of Mount Nevermind, also known as the only gnome who finished her life quest, and daughter of Tom the zombie. So, this is a reference actually to Dragonlance, I believe, the Dragonlance characters who have gnomes with impossibly long stories. So we'll ask what the humans call her, and she's known as Sally. And she has a quest. Excuse me. She needs a slime block to stabilize the warp cell, made from the redstone. And then she goes into her history again. So if you explore more, you can do that quest. If you're on the server at some point and you want to get here and do the quest, you can go north of the zombie village, and there's a train track. A long train track. It actually goes past the Egyptian village, and then it leads you here. Now, the last place I should take you is to the character that we have been working on together. This is Yggdrasil. And during class, we've been working on his script sometimes. Who dares to venture into Blackstone Tower? It is I, Miss Knockleby. I see. Non-magic people haven't changed. Why? Why should we change? That's one of our options, to say why should we change. And when we were writing this in class, we ended up having a very interesting discussion about how it would be different if we said, why, should we change? Versus, why should we change? And we ended up going with this compromise, why? Why should we change? Where one why is sort of the interjection before the question. And there's all different responses. Some of them have not been expanded very fully. But the plot we have been working on with Yggdrasil involves trying to redeem him and bring him back to the good side. But this video is already getting pretty long, so I'm going to leave it here. This is just a sample of what we have been working on in the writing class, of some of the stories that people have been making. And it's been a really fun class to teach. It's a lot of work, but it is fun. And I hope that my students have enjoyed it. And if you're curious about what I do in my writing class, this is what we do, what we work on. So bye for now.